Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Wish You Were Beer Show. This is a live beer review show we do every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't try to watch us at 8 p.m. Standard Pacific Time because I will be in bed.
Then you'd be on my time.
Well, but you'd still watch it. It just wouldn't be live.
Not at 8 o'clock Standard Pacific Time. I won't.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing a mass show. Anyway. Like I said, this is a live beer review show we do every Thursday night here at 8 p.m. Eastern. We stream it here through YouTube. You can also get it through Facebook. You can watch it on Twitter. You can make fun of us on multiple different platforms, which is nice. And if you go down to
the way, the streaming company that we use, they just added LinkedIn, so we could stream on LinkedIn.
Could you imagine the kind of traffic we'll get on LinkedIn?
I'm so happy they were working hard on that LinkedIn push.
God, so that's where our annual subscription goes to for LinkedIn compatibility?
Yep.
Good.
That could have been an email. Good Lord.
I already spent too much time on there already, so.
Guess we need a LinkedIn account.
Good Lord, we can't keep starting social medias. Speaking of which, make sure you go down to the About section and follow us on all our social medias.
We don't have a LinkedIn.
We do not have a LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Don't Don't look for us there. But if you do get a friend request from a LinkedIn that's Wish You Were Beer Show, I guarantee you it is not one of us. Careful out there, scammers are everywhere. So that being said, make sure you go down in the About section. Please like, please subscribe. Please share it with your friends if you have friends that like beer or think you might like the show. Hello there, Smoot Dog.
What up, Smooty?
Very important. And this is awesome. We go from important to sad very quickly. Always good to see you, Gabriel.
Always happy to have you back, bud.
Make sure you like and subscribe to the page. Make sure you follow us on the different social medias. Keep up with us there. We post a lot of stuff in between the week of all our individual beer ventures since we're in different states. So you can follow along that way. Make sure you check out Untappd. That's the actual beer review app that we use, the social drinking app to check in all our beers, catalog all our beers. You can follow us there individually as well as the show. And last but not least, please make sure you check out the website. It is fully loaded with merch for purchase for you as the patron to purchase
fully
the product. Fully loaded. And by that, I mean, we make a shirt for every episode. So as we keep going with this, by the time we hit like 500 episodes, there's just going to be a plethora of shirts to choose from. And I'm very excited.
So many options.
I just love scrolling through shirts that no one gets unless they saw the episode, but it's going to be great.
I don't know. Last week's, I think everyone wants last week's shirt.
I don't remember last week's. Last week was a blur, Phil. You weren't here.
God,
I want it.
Oh. There it is. Taco Friday.
It's the Swedish taco.
Taco Friday.
So if you support Sweden's Taco Friday, you'd want this shirt, you know?
I do want that shirt.
And a portion of the proceeds go to me having more Taco Fridays. So thank you.
Taco every day.
And I meant like the never mind.
Good evening, Dave.
Good to see you, buddy.
Food.
Right, yeah, the food. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
So that being said, now that we've cleared the taco hurdle of this episode, which there's one in every episode, I'm Daniel. This is Tiffany. That's Phil. And Phil, you changed your setup
again.
I did. I rewatched 2 weeks ago, and I said I got to do something different. So I thought I'd show you. I thought I'd show you a door. You know, just I don't have a lot of options here, but this was basically the best.
You technically have two doors in the shot, which is that's rare.
That is true.
Hard to pull up.
Either one could open at any time.
Nothing excites me more than the garage door potentially opening during the show. Now that it's already happened, we got it out of the way. All the awkwardness is over. If it happens again, it's just funny now.
I mean, it was funny the first time.
I was terrified.
No.
I said, well, this is the end of this show. People know we're in a garage now.
Oh, you forgot to mention we have a TikTok.
Oh, we do have a TikTok.
Yeah.
We have 7 videos up. 2 of them are actual videos. The rest are from the show.
Just clips from this.
Clips from this. As the kids say, we're figuring it out.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Daniel and I are figuring it out. So, I think it's best when two close to 40-year-old guys just try to figure out TikTok together.
Hang out on TikTok all day. See what the stats are doing. What's trending? I don't know. I'm down a rabbit hole currently.
It's just me and a lot of like animals.
Right? Yeah,
Things.
it's the exact same idea. Animals.
It's the worst. I
Phil
hate
and
it
I
so
are
much.
watching a lot of animal TikToks. Nothing
Yeah.
else.
Nope, I only send Daniel animal TikToks.
Correct. Tiffany, do you have access to the TikTok? We got to change that password.
Yep, we do.
Look, just don't touch. That's the rule.
That's the rule.
I don't expect that shit here.
I like touching and not looking. That's more my style.
That makes sense.
Oh, you
Yeah.
also grew up religious.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, this is great. I missed you two last week. I forgot I was gone.
We also missed
Yeah.
you.
For anyone who watched the episode last week, we 100% missed Phil. We started 5
I was
minutes
gonna
late
say,
because
we actually started on time today, so that was exciting.
we forgot to
Almost.
click go live.
It's only the most important part of the show.
Yeah.
It's the
It's
second
fine.
most important part.
Just us being here is the most.
Having all three of us here is the most important. Oh,
It was fun to listen in, though. I thought Vero filled in very nicely for
she
me.
did great. Yeah.
She was always good.
It's always nice to have somebody who's familiar enough with the show to just be like, "Yeah, I'll be on the show with you dumbasses." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
and then puts up with us.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Abby says, "Welcome back."
Thank you. I had a wonderful time at the Seahawks game. It was a blast.
Yeah, big preseason game, real important.
Yeah. I didn't leave at the third quarter.
So the Seahawks game,
No, so we're leaving at the third quarter. It's great parking space.
great parking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make a lot of money out of this parking. $20 a pop.
So, other than this show, what else have you had going on, Phil? Yeah.
I went to Great Notion. I went to 2 Great Notion locations.
Yep.
On the same day because that's
Nice.
what kind of day I was having. But one was a pop up, so it was like kind of just like they just had like a banner, and it was just like this little garage, so it's kind of cool. But then I was like, all right, I got to go to one of their other locations, and there's one closer to where I'm staying, and I was like, that's probably the smarter one to go to. And so I went to that one, but it was like in a strip mall, and I was like, okay. So I haven't gotten the true Great Notion
Okay.
yet.
Well,
So I'm gonna go. They've got 2 more locations I've got to check out.
and their beers are great. So we actually we do a Great Notion only subscription service. So we get like 6 of their beers a month.
We get 3 4-packs.
A month? God, I drink a lot of beer because there's not that many of them left in the fridge. Fuck.
They are heavy on the sours and the fruited stuff.
Well,
though.
they're like tart ales. They do a lot of tart
Yeah.
ales. We've had a couple of their doubles, like double IPAs though, that were fucking phenomenal.
Yes. Did not taste like a double. Very dangerous.
And their tart ales are typically speaking like really like, I hate to use this term because it makes me think of being on like a 40-foot ladder by myself, but puckering. So like when you first get it, like they're super tart.
Or in a room with me.
That thing's tight then. But yeah, it's like you get a lot of like heavy like tart and like that really abrasive, but usually it mellows out a little bit on the back end. Like it's not really that sour or like that heartburny. That's what I think.
I just found that like they have a lot of strong beers. Like they didn't have anything under 5% at all. Like not even close.
Which don't get me wrong, I'm a fan.
Not mad about it, but sometimes if you're, I was like, I had 2, and I was like, I think I gotta go now. Like I was like, I can't like hang out here for very long.
No.
You know,
They had
it's like if I have another one, I can't go home.
Yeah.
True story.
We got like a standard American lager that was like a 4%, like a 4 or 4.5.
I think it's just like anywhere else. I think you've got to have at least like 1 or 2 like not crazy, not high ABV.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't stay in business as long as they have or do as well as they have.
And it's
Although-
just rotational, I'm sure.
They do make their own crunch wrap, like a gourmet crunch wrap.
What?
I'm for it.
Oh
Like a
man,
Taco
it
Bell
was so
contract?
good. Yeah, like it's a
Because the
complete
Taco Bell
replica.
one is already supreme. That's gourmet,
Oh.
bro.
No, only if you order the Supreme one.
No, it's a
Yeah,
Crunch
you have
Wrap
to order
Supreme.
this.
Oh, there
No,
isn't.
it's
a
like
regular-
it's twice as big as the Taco Bell one, and it's like, oh, it was so good. I was like, I'm fine now. I think they have to make that stuff because they're giving you such heavy beers. They're like, just
I'm
shove
currently
a
searching
lot of
flights
food.
to Crunch Wrap.
I don't think that's how you're going to find the flight.
Maybe.
Also, that's a weird TikTok rabbit hole to go down. You start looking up Crunch Wrap Supremes, it gets weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I thought I was on the Taco Bell app, but I had TikTok open and they kind of look similar
What?
because of the
Who
clientele.
are you? What are you doing with your life? I am not supervising him during the day, and it is obvious.
This is true. Luckily, you're kind of always with me.
Yeah, only with this shirt.
Well, we do have other exciting news coming up soon, right?
Yes.
Something we worked on today.
We worked on it today.
Yes.
We were on a text chain
We're
all day
talking
today.
about our personal jobs, man.
Yeah, I had
Oh
to-
wait,
I had to catch up on that text chain. I joined real late, and I was like, I have like 30 messages. Like, what is happening?
now we we mentioned it a few episodes back, but now it's actually a done deal. It's finished. We did a beer with Tradition Brewing Company here in Newport News, which is close to Tiffany and I. So we brewed a saison with them, and
It's amazing.
it is amazing. It is finished. Can art is done. And that beer is actually going to come out next Friday,
The second.
September 2nd.
So start
And-
your Labor Day weekend off right.
Yes.
And if you can show up and you want to wear a shirt,
Oh, we do have a shirt in the merch store already.
We do.
boom!
Yeah.
You can buy our shirt and
Damn it,
wear it
Wheel
to the
Pack.
event.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say, so you could show up wearing this. We're all gonna be in it. And
If you show up wearing this shirt, not only do I buy your first beer, you get punched first as well.
or just
Because I have to show up first with your shirt on. Now we're super excited about this. So it's a saison. It turned out fantastic. Kevin and Abby over there at Tradition were great working with us and kind of letting us play a little bit and taking some suggestions even in the beer makeup that I
Yes.
didn't expect them to, which is great.
Yeah. I was throwing things out and they're like, okay. And I was like, you should not listen to me.
I asked Abby to put her wet socks in there to make it really funky, but
She did volunteer them.
then she said, "Oh, I'm not wearing socks." I was like, "Weirdo."
The shirt. I think she's talking about
The shirt or your wet socks in the beer, Abby? Which one? 'Cause both of them are beautiful. You give me some wet horse blanket and some dirty brewer socks, and I am on a saison quick.
Yeah, but that's not what we really suggested. It's got cardamom and clove.
Yeah.
Which I just
Ooh.
threw out there and they did it. So
You were just like lighting up a clove cigarette and you were like,
Nope.
no,
She had
maybe this
back
should
alley
go in
blends.
there.
She had Camel back alley blends. It was like,
What are
"Ooh,
they?
this one's
Jarums?
We should put some
I don't even
cloves."
know.
Jarums? Is that what those
what
are
you're
called?
talking about. That's where I'm at.
Do you remember back
God.
alley blend cigarettes?
God, cloves
Camel
are
had
the
a little
best.
metal tin can that had 20 cigarettes in it and looked like a 20
Oh, yeah.
branding. And they were like heavy clove, heavy this shit. And everybody smoked them like to look even cooler than regular cigarettes, like because they had to open that metal tin and they were like.
I mean,
strapped in
they're
there.
not wrong. They did look cooler. You know,
Oh, no
like,
doubt.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could also just have Altoids though,
Uh,
and then your breath smells way better.
You don't get that nice high. All right, let's go into the
Eat
next.
enough of them.
What are we doing a beer tonight? We're already 15 minutes in.
Yeah,
What? This is getting crazy.
I'm already like halfway through
Yeah.
a beer.
Ah,
I'm actually excited for this because we just did a Kolsch recently, and now we have another follow-up Kolsch. So it'll be interesting since it was still relatively recent to kind of compare and contrast.
well, what's this one called?
I don't remember. Montague Gothic.
Gothic.
From?
If,
From Brick and Feather
There.
Brewing.
We
And
got
if you-
there.
and
We
if
made
you
it.
follow us on Twitter, I've been posting nothing but terrible Leonardo DiCaprio memes from the Shakespeare remake, and they're awful, and you should follow us there because it's a blast.
Although I think the brewery has enjoyed them too. I think
100%.
they've been liking it. And
Yeah. So we reached out to Brick and Feather, and unfortunately they were kind enough to get back to us, but they had conflicting scheduling, so they weren't able to be here. They were excited we were going to be having the beer, wondered where we got it from, asked a bunch of questions about it. So hopefully they'll end up watching this, unless we hate it and the review is terrible, then hopefully they never see it. But, see?
yeah,
I'm not the only one.
cloves are the best. I'd still be smoking them today if they existed.
Oh, they exist, but you got to call a guy. So yeah, wait, where's
Clovey McGee?
Where is Brick and Feather out of?
They are in a part of Massachusetts that I didn't know people even lived in. So I was excited when I saw it on the map. I went, oh, wow, I didn't know people actually lived there.
They're in Boston? I assume that's just like a theme park. It's not a real place.
You know Boston is a place because we're loud as hell. So you can't ignore us.
This is true.
But let's take a look. We've got a few photos for the brewery. Let's take a look. Let's see what this place looks like. And I don't know. That's all I got. And where it is on the map.
Go for it.
I still have no idea where that is in Massachusetts.
They're due east of Pittsfield. How do you not know where that is?
They're north of Springfield.
Right, and due east of Pittsfield. So if you drive north of Springfield, hang a right at Pittsfield, they're right there. You can't miss it.
If I go to Six Flags Springfield, I just have to drive like 2 hours north, and I'll just hit this brewery and then be in the middle of nowhere and have nowhere else to go.
If you're driving 2+ hours in Massachusetts, you may actually just hit the brewery, like not paying attention anymore.
I don't know. I'm excited either way. I mean, I love breweries that are out in kind of the middle of nowhere like that.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a populated area, and I'm just so naive to my own state that I'm just like, nope, no one lives there. Doesn't exist.
I think that's there's a western portion of Virginia that I'm like, I mean, I know there's mountains out there. I can name you like one town, but I assume no one lives there but animals.
No. For me, Massachusetts is only the hook. It's only the end of the hand. That's it. After that, the rest of Massachusetts doesn't exist. It's just a road to New York.
Everyone else in Massachusetts hates you.
No, they don't. Only those people out west, and they don't speak English anyway, so it doesn't matter. They don't know what I'm saying.
That makes sense. That being said, again,
apologies to Western Massachusetts. You're great.
Yeah.
You guys is, I don't know.
No, that's not a word.
It's actually beautiful out there. Yeah. I kid because I can.
I think that's fair. Yeah, he can.
Okay. Yeah, I can. I'm from there. Yeah, okay. I'm allowed to.
So
they know that about themselves.
Shit on Fresno, and you can shit on Western Massachusetts.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah. It's all said with love.
Yeah, I would never
mostly hate. Mostly hate.
We're my own state.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only place I would shit on in the United States of America is Maryland, and we know this. We've already talked about this.
We should really learn some history and facts about our own.
All right. So for those of you who may be joining us for the first time or drink enough with us on every time, this is the portion of the show where we go through a little bit of history and facts, either about the brewery, the style of beer, but it's more actually just trivia. So if you're logged in through YouTube or through Facebook, you can actually comment along with us. So make sure you give us your answers. There is a slight delay, so we'll try to give everybody enough time to chime in before we give the answers. But let's see what Tiffany came up with to trick us this week.
Yeah. All right. True or false? Brick and Feather distributes outside of Massachusetts.
I don't remember how we got this beer, and I assume Phil found it in Massachusetts last time he was home. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you did, or is that a clue?
No, I'm just letting you. Yeah, sure. If that's what you want to think.
That's not an answer. You
Yeah.
can't do that to me.
Yeah, maybe.
Gabriel says true, and Gabriel's from the Great White North. The Schmootster says false. I think it's false, just based off of the one screenshot of their fermenters and their mash and kettle setup. I think it's a little small to be distributed outside of the states or outside of the state, but I could be wrong. But I'm going to go with false. I don't think they distribute.
I'm going to go with true because I wasn't the one who got this beer. So.
Oh, shit. I thought you did. See, that's why you got to give me some context clues, man.
So I'm assuming that, one of you got it, which means it was outside of Massachusetts.
We got it through Tavour, didn't we?
We did.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, so this is kind of a true and false, and I apologize. So the brewery itself, they only distribute in Massachusetts. However, they just started using Tavour, which then allows them to increase their distribution outside of Massachusetts. So we did get it through Tavour, but if you want it on draft or bottle, like their bottles and cans that are less limited than the ones they have on Tavour, then you'd have to be in Massachusetts.
So is
probably just in Western Massachusetts, which I feel has never even heard.
Yeah,
of
they would never distribute to the hook in hand, not after Phil's bullshit.
Nope.
So is it safe to assume then as well that this is probably one of their more broadcast beers and one of their like base beers?
Sure.
Like if this is the one they put on Tavour, like this is almost a flagship for them. Something they make.
I would assume.
Tavor's a weird animal.
That's
in the sense that it like changes. Like they put like, hey, we have this many like cases of it, and when it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
And then Tavour just throws something else, and that's also weird, like geographic. So because we originally were trying to use Tavour for like Phil and Vero and us to all get beers, and we'd open Tavour, and it would be different beers. So we'd still use Tavour, but one of us would have to like get all four of them, which is what happened with this one. I picked it because I was like, ooh, Kolsch.
Okay.
There we go.
I forgot all about that. / never knew that.
Yeah, no, we know. We know.
Yeah.
All right. The origins of the beer name stems from A, Shakespeare, B, a book, C, a random name generator program.
Obviously, based off of our Twitter account, I want it to be Shakespeare.
Yeah,
and
of course.
they're just liking it. Like, how did he know Montague was from Shakespeare? Damn it, he's on this one. But I kind of also wanted it to be a random name generator program. Like they put in Shakespeare and the random name generator just.
Oh, interesting. Maybe.
Potentially the style as well as something from Shakespeare. So, because there's a whole. I mean, technically, Shakespeare is a book.
Well, it's a play.
This is tricky, Smootster.
It's a play.
Another trick question.
Yeah. A, please. No. You get no choice in this. I'm going to go with C, actually. I like C on this one because I've been following a Twitter account that puts in 2 or 3 words and lets the computer AI like print or draw what it thinks of it, and they're fantastic.
There's also one that basically randomly generates like whatever the caption of a photo should be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a bunch of cats or whatever, and it like does like cat wearing hat and sock or like whatever.
So good. Tell me it's C. I know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with A for the fun of it.
So, full disclosure.
C.
No.
It's D.
No.
None of these are right.
Full disclosure, I looked high and low trying to find the answer, and I am assuming the answer. So you all might be right. Who knows? My answer, because they're not here, and listen. So
that's not how this works.
So
this isn't how this works
guy.
at all.
Yes, it is.
Look, I take this trivia very seriously.
I get to play trivia. I don't get to play trivia.
I do weeks of research.
Yeah, right.
Every week.
So stop talking. So there is a book called The Gothic Quest, written by Montague Summers. And this guy in he was a English clergyman who like was most famous for his studies on vampires, witches, and werewolves, all of which he believed to be true.
Yep.
Like fully believed that they were real. Wrote this like bibliography of all Gothic novels, and it is like the mecca of the Gothic writing styles. And anyway, so it's available on Amazon.
Is Shakespeare one of the things listed?
No.
This is not coming together at all.
No,
I think you're just shooting in
Montague.
the dark here.
No, his name is Montague. So if you look up Montague Gothic, the beard comes up. But then the next thing is this book.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Hmm.
I think is his first name Gothic. It may just be
No,
listed by author.
His actual first name is Augustus, but the book itself says Montague Summers.
He's hard to find in the
He
library.
does not go by his full
So
name.
technically it was D. Tiffany doesn't know the answer. So I think I may have gotten that one right.
I think everyone gets that one right, regardless of what you said.
I was just running out of time doing this trivia and was like, I need another one.
I will be emailing Brick and Feather because they did respond to be like, regardless of what the actual answer is, can you either back Tiffany up or tell me it's from a random name generator? And then I will post it. I will post the reply on our Twitter page.
Good. Or maybe our TikTok.
Nope, I'm really
Good.
pushing Twitter tonight. It's
You
all
are.
Twitter for me.
You're all the tweets.
Yeah. Give me the tweets, bro. I want all the tweets. Tweet at me. I don't
All right.
care.
Well, this is the third question, which means that we get to crack open the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
gonna.
Oh, hey, Phil. We're gonna have this beer. Would you?
What beer you having?
Why don't you get the beer?
Oh, I got it. Yeah, having the beer.
Rug.
So what's going on, Phil?
Hold on.
So, you guys, I've been moving a lot. I had a bag.
Driving.
Been doing a lot of driving, just packing, unpacking. When I left my place in LA, all of my beers. I opened up my door when my car was full of stuff, and the bag tipped over, and all the beers poured out. And I was like, shit. So I grabbed them all, put them in the bag, looked around, didn't see any, drove off. Clearly one didn't make it. So some neighborhood kid is getting real drunk off a nice Kolsch right now, probably watching the show.
Yeah. Sure. Because he Googled it. He was like, Montague Gothic, what is this? And
our show.
Nope. The first top hit was a guy who wrote a bibliography on Gothic, fucking poems and vampires.
Novels.
So out of all the beers I could have lost, it couldn't have been last week's when I wasn't on the show. So
right.
So for me, I'm having an Equilibrium Fractal Eclipse instead. So
okay.
Which, if we're going to talk about styles, this is actually probably one I'd rather be drinking anyways. So kind of worked out for me.
You're not a Kolsch fan?
Not a huge Kolsch fan.
Okay.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's too
I
bad.
mean, I'll take an IPA over a Kolsch.
Yeah, sure. Enjoy your 7% beers, Phil. No wonder you can't get home from anywhere.
and lose beer.
Right, yeah, exactly. I thought I was the drinker. Look at you, goddammit. You're in a garage.
You know what, though? To punish me even further, and I should have poured this when I first got here. Let's find out.
Oh, God. Good luck with that pour.
I love you lost the beer for the show, but you still have this fucking bat.
Of course. I gotta know if it bats.
Yeah, for those of you who may have missed it, we did an episode with Shoujo Beer out of Florida, and our show shirt for that one, because Phil had this bat, was "Does it bat?" So instead of it slapping or being cool or good, as the kids would say, bitchin',
Fear from the 80s.
it basically became "Does it bat?" So now every single day goes by, and at least once a day I go, "Yeah, but does it bat?"
But
I'm
does
trying
it
to
bat?
get a catch on.
You should tweet about it.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. Every time I tweet about it, it gets removed because Homegirl from Mean Girls goes, I already tried to do that. It was called Fetch. So it's copyrighted.
It's never going to work.
By the way, it bats.
It bats.
In case you were wondering, it does.
Well,
All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Next question.
So
Next
basically, at this portion of the show, as we
Okay.
go through trivia, we're going to continue to drink this beer so that we get a full round, basically flavor profile on it, instead of just a knee-jerk reaction, so that once we review it, we have a little bit of a better feel for it. So, true or false?
Brick and Feather is Massachusetts' number 11 top brewery.
There are a lot of breweries in Massachusetts.
God, they might be the top number 11 bottom brewery.
There's more than 11 breweries in Massachusetts, though, right?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know. Other than like the hand and the hook, I don't know. Is it hand and a hook? Is it a fist and a what is
This
it?
is tough because there's so many good breweries in Massachusetts.
That's what I was gonna say.
And I had not heard of Brick and Feather prior to the show.
Right, but you also didn't know the western portion of the state existed. So
This is true. Yeah, that's fair.
the Schmootster says false, but I'm gonna go opposite. I think this is true because it's always the sneaky ones you don't know about who are doing extremely well and pumping out good beer. So
I think they're
gonna say
higher.
True.
I'm going with I think they're probably 9th. So I'm going to go with false. I think.
Oh,
the
you think
number
it's
is
just a
wrong.
numbers game?
Yep, numbers game.
Again, Abby, this is true or false. So sure doesn't work. I'm not sure if you know how this works.
I think sure is close enough to true.
I like your style, but
Mm.
that's a very safe answer. In case it's false, she's like, I said sure.
All right. What is it?
So, according to Mass Live,
Is this going to be D?
No.
Tiffany doesn't actually know the answer.
they're actually ranked number 6.
Holy shit.
Like as far as
Damn.
the amount of people who love their beers and like how well they're rated.
Interesting.
Okay.
I like that
I guess
Abby's going to disagree with it. Well, I like 8. So now they're ranked number 8. So there.
She put a vote in. It changed instantly. She's on their Wikipedia right now, adjusting it.
Oh, God.
This was as
Great
of,
shirt idea. Brick and Feather ranking in Massachusetts. Wikipedia 8.
No, it's too much. It's too much.
That's the only shirt off our website I would buy currently. Sorry.
Hey.
Not.
I'm 100% buying the Swedish Taco Friday. I still need the apricot one.
Yeah, true story. All right, give me the background on this. Sorry.
I don't even have the bat one, and I'm the one using the bat. So
I
get
came
that.
up with the bat. I invented the bat.
All right. Sorry. Go. Continue.
You want a
next.
back glass, you're going to have to go to a Portland Pickles game.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the hat. Phil's got the bat. Sorry, hold on.
I think that's the shirt.
I got a lot of time in my head.
I got the hat.
Get
Phil's
us a
got the
Pit
bat.
Ogie shirt. I'm in a hat. You have a bat.
Sold. All right. Sorry.
Mark that down. 33
What's-
minutes and 40 seconds.
Once you bring in the pickles, all things change.
That's Michael Rhodes.
Especially pickles. I'd have gone a different direction. But... we have another.
We have another question.
God, thank God.
Yeah.
Please save us.
Oh, okay.
All right. In what year did brewers in Cologne create the Kolsch convention setting the specific brewing process? 1849, 1935, or 1986?
Kolsch convention with a K seems a little outside, so I want to say it's 86 because somebody was like, "We should call the convention with a K." And I don't
That's
think
how
they.
it's spelled in Germany.
Well, I don't. Obviously, I only speak English, but nobody was speaking German in 35.
I mean, this is
Most of the world was pretty against that.
this
1849.
This is Kolsch's are only allowed to be brewed in Cologne. You remember that? It was only like 2 episodes ago.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah, I don't.
But I'm wondering how long ago they actually made this.
Right,
Kolsch, to me, Kolsch sounds like such an old, tiny thing.
but
So
that's
I am leaning towards A with Gabriel on this because it just
it's the K.
feels like an old timey word.
It's the K in convention for me. So you're telling me the German word for convention is just with a K, and we were like, yeah, we'll do that, but we'll make them centers, so we need a C. Convention center. I'm gonna go 1986.
Well, they can't put a K in center because then it's a whole nother problem.
I mean, only if you have another center after the first two Ks isn't another problem. But I'm gonna go with C. I'm going 1986 just because I like. There's some businessman who's like, we should have a Kolsch convention, but convention is spelled with a K.
All right, Tiffany, what is it?
Hold on. What else? So okay. All right. It is 1986.
You dumb fucks.
All right. So in 1986, 24 brewers of Cologne and the vicinity agreed upon the Kolsch Convention, which set out the brewing process that had to be used, and that's the restriction of Kolsch's being only brewed in Cologne, and just like some light outskirts. I know you can be proud of yourself.
I'm laughing at Gabriel. He's a wild animal because he hit the nail on the head with Phil's joke earlier. Yeah, no, not good, not good. No.
You know, Kevin fought for it too. He was like, "Come on."
So
we're in Western Mass. Oh no!
It's fine. That's all.
Sorry.
I
Continue.
have one more I can read.
Go,
but
please
You're
continue.
so proud of yourself and all the things. So
No, I'm just laughing at Gabriel. Continue.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let me breathe it out for a second.
So again, this is the technique that now I can't remember it. The German beer purity.
Oh, like the purist
from 16
Reich.
something. The Reichsgebot.
Reichsgebot.
But anyway, so it's only brewed in Cologne, and because it was a really popular style and still is, there were all these different lawsuits in the 60s and 70s about what can be considered a Kolsch. So you'll notice on this one, it actually says Kolsch style because you can't label it a Kolsch, just like, again, the Oktoberfest we talked about.
Yep.
So in 1985, the law was passed that stated that only brewers in and around Cologne could brew the Kolsch beer. And then they decided that they needed to create this Kolsch convention. And that is where they strictly defined the beer style itself.
And in 1986, someone said we should call it a Kolsch convention with a K.
Yeah. That was 85 was the law, 86 was the convention.
Right. 85, no coincidence here, but 85 I was born. And then someone was like, we should call it with a Kolsch convention with a K.
And your name starts with a D. Great.
Oh, you spelled Daniel different. That's weird.
Daniel.
Daniel Dar. Thank you for setting me up. Did anybody get
I forgot about Daniel Dar.
Again, Phil, I'm literally just giving it probably like a year plus before I friend you on all your social medias as Daniel Dar. Because I wanted to go that long.
Welcome, Andrew and Katie. We're happy to have you.
Yeah.
You've missed out on a big show. We actually just sat in silence until you got here.
Yeah.
Well, we did start on time, so that was...
We did start, so it's a bigger show than last week.
All right. How many more questions we got? We got another one? All right, let's do it.
All right. True or false, the Kolsch is ranked number 15 as the most popular beer style in the world.
According to Phil, that's false. I actually think that's false because I would expect it to be higher than this because Kolsch's typically are a little like wider accepted. Like,
yeah, you see them a lot.
People just go into a brewery, like there's always some Kolsch somewhere in the brewery schematic because it's easy to drink, it's light, it's a pretty.
I mean,
beer.
normally you're gonna see a Dortmunder before you see a Kolsch. All right.
Not a fucking chance.
No.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I've literally seen 3 Dortmunders, one of which we made.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh, did we make a Dortmunder? Do we have one of our own beers?
We have made a Dortmunder.
Do we have a second one on the way?
We already talked about that. Not a Dortmunder.
It's a Saison.
Does it have a shirt?
God damn it.
I just want to make sure Andrew and Katie were all caught up. Andrew and Katie, we have a shirt for our beer that's coming up for tradition. You can wear it at the event.
Our beer comes out next Friday.
The 2nd.
In the city you live in. So there's not really a good excuse for you not to go ask for it by name. Katie, you have a good excuse. Andrew, you do not.
All right.
So I think it's false only because I think it's higher than that. No, Gabriel's on his bullshit again.
He's talking about his wife.
He did mention he looks forward to this all week. So, so I think it's ranked higher than 15 personally.
I'm going to go with just true on this. I think that there's enough styles that I think Kolsch might just be there.
Is in the world, Phil?
Nah, I'm still saying it.
You think the people of like Nordic countries are just slamming hazy IPAs?
Oh yeah, they love a good New England IPA. That's their style.
They literally would shit on you if they had the chance.
I love a juicy. All right.
Love juicy. All right.
What is it, Tiffany?
It's true.
Boom.
God, I hate this game so much.
A lot of the stuff that I actually had for this one, I ended up saying last time, so we're good now. We can just.
God, it's my favorite trivia.
That was quick. All right. How do we all do? Do we keep score?
Yeah, I won.
Oh, okay.
I won 37-9.
I forgot to look up what the most popular style was, so I'll report back.
That'd have been a great follow-up.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll create a TikTok where I just talk about the top 15 beers of the world. Maybe if I edit it well enough.
Actually, if you do it quickly, it could actually be kind of cool.
I agree.
Like, do like a countdown, like the top 5 or something, and then we'll do like the top.
Hear me out on
start
this.
At 15 and then come down, and then we'll do 3 videos.
Again, we can really start TikToking.
How are we not viral on TikTok yet?
I give you a hint.
Because we're old as fuck.
Because there's a lot of shirt here. We did all 15 of those in a bikini top.
But it's
suddenly millions of views.
No one wants to see that.
I disagree, ma'am.
Nope.
Let's review this beer.
All right, so
I wish you were still doing that.
I know.
That's me waving the flag of my lower arm.
So at this portion of the show, this is where we're actually going to review the beer. So again, we use Untappd to review the beer that Tiffany just spilled on my leg. And this week we are reviewing Brick and Feather's Montague Gothic, which is a Kolsch style ale. So I'd say let's get into it, but Tiffany already has apparently.
I didn't know there was that much still in the can. I was like, it's just a little bit more.
Well, there's not that much more in the can anymore.
It is gone.
All right. Well, let me give you my review.
Please do, because I need to dry my leg off.
My review is it falls out of bags way too easily. It rolls down driveways way too. Just not a fan.
Well, it also is.
You know what's funny is I forgot you didn't have the beer already. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
No, it's easily camouflaged in foliage. Yeah. So that is
so
really
can art little knock there on that
foliage.
But I'm looking forward to finding out what the two of you think of this beer.
Now, I'll go first. Honestly, this is exactly what a Kolsch should be. Like, all the Kolsch highlights are there. It's not overwhelming. It's not too easy. Like, it's got a little bit of actual beer taste to it without being overwhelming. When you think about a Kolsch, you think about crisp, clean, easy to drink. And this is dead nuts. Super good, really easy. It's a Kolsch, which is what I want out of a Kolsch. You don't have to put strawberry in it. You don't have to do all these things. If I'm drinking a Kolsch, I want a Kolsch.
Kolsch style.
Correct. Yeah. Don't at me, Germany. I'm tired of that shit.
Cologne.
But no. That being said, like if Kolsch is your jam, and again, usually on this show we try to compare Kolsch versus Kolsch or Kolsch style versus Kolsch style, but this is a really good Kolsch.
So what number are you giving it?
I'm giving it a 375. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna give it a 4. It's solid. It's really good. It's Kolsch. It's exactly what I expected. I think there's some fun variants of Kolsch that may take that over the line without being like oppressing.
Well, the one we had last time, like a couple weeks ago, was like slightly more hoppy, but it still had like the sweet. So it was just
Right.
a little bit more flavorful of a
Sure.
Kolsch while still maintaining the Kolsch qualities. This one is more like akin to like the American lager in the fact that it's like not super flavorful. Like it's still got plenty of flavor.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Well, this is always my thing with Kolsch's or light beers in general. So I'm almost done with it now. Now that we open it up during trivia, Tiffany's just getting started. And
I gotta sip it. I had a
no, but here's
I
the
had
thing.
a Bell's Two Hearted beforehand.
Whoa, easy. So here's always my
Ugly-ass
thing though.
fish.
At this point in the beer versus this point in the beer, it's the same beer,
There you go, Phil.
and it's
That's
a Kolsch.
good. Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. So if it starts
Yeah.
here, ends here, and it's still the same beer, no off flavors, no weird shit.
Yep.
It warmed up a little bit. It's still a good Kolsch. That's
Yeah.
a 4
Yeah.
for me.
And it
It's
does
one of
still
those
have
situ-
the
yeah.
hoppy.
It's one of those things where had you had it when you just opened it up during the review section, you probably would have given the same score because it's still the same.
No, right, exactly.
It
Yeah,
wasn't one
same
of
beer
those ones that changes
all
as
the
you
way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good.
All right, Tiffany, we've heard a little bit about what you think, but go all in and give us your score.
Going all in.
Yeah, maybe get me a towel.
No, I just rubbed it in. I put some behind my ears for later. You're welcome.
Big fan.
What's wrong with us? I'm also gonna give it a 4 because again, it is a really good Kolsch in the sense that like this is exactly what I want when I drink a Kolsch. It's light, it's crisp, it's got a slight flavor complexity to it, but it's clean. And the reason again, last time we gave the Kolsch a really high score was that it had like additional like flavors to it that were so well blended into the Kolsch style that it like blew me away. So this is perfect. I would 100% drink another one of these if I had it.
Oh, it's not perfect. 5 is perfect.
It's perfect for right now.
Oh, so
Much
it's so
like
it's the
this
beer.
marriage.
So it's the beer in front of you.
It is the beer.
Hello, Dave. Hello, Dave. Beer in front. He's fantastic. Sorry.
Hello and welcome to Beer.
Don't try to replicate his
I can't,
voice.
I
It's
can't.
never gonna work.
So that's overall show score 4 because I'm not included tonight
Correct.
because I lost the beer.
Because I suck at life.
Well, thank goodness we didn't give it a 5, and you're like, man, I really missed out.
Do we?
Yeah.
God, we should have done that. We should. Yeah. Never mind. Sorry.
We do have some Untappd reviews.
Yay.
Every brewer's favorite thing about beer and breweries is going through Untappd. Brewers love it. It's their
They love it.
favorite. Right, Abby? All right. Let's go through some of these Untappd reviews and see what other people thought.
Ooh, a deep,
No, this is
almost
a lot.
clear gold.
A. What is A?
A.
Yeah, what is it? Is there a beat?
E.
Are there two
Yeah.
people talking
Hold on.
here? What's going on?
A is
There's an A, T, and an F. So
You guys
Hold
don't
on,
even
hold
know this?
hold on, I know this. I just have to think for a second. Appearance,
No.
something,
aroma,
taste,
taste, and
feel.
mouthfeel, but with F.
I don't know. This is
We should go to the next one. We don't
No,
know
no, no, no,
anything
no,
about this
no, no,
person,
so
and he's better than
this
us.
is no. So this is so Beer Advocate is kind of like the other like brewing like community that you can rate things on, and they very commonly use the rating scale where it is like appearance, like flavor, like nose, all these different things, and they go by these.
Who investigates plane crashes? Isn't that also ATF? Should we be concerned? Does this person need help? Oh, okay. All
I didn't
right.
even finish reading it. Not good, but they still.
I still gave it almost a 3. And the only thing not good about this review is the
Is the
shitty
photo?
fucking photo.
Yeah,
Jake,
where are you drinking this?
Like,
Like
How's
are you
your
in a basement?
Google Pixel 1 or whatever the fuck you're using?
And they use their flash, so they're just sitting in darkness drinking this beer.
He actually took this on a Kodak camera, had it developed, scanned it in the computer, and fucked with it on like Microsoft Print. And here we are.
He had to pull up the hood, hold up the flash, and
I don't think whether he's circumcised or not comes into the game, but
It's just a potato quality, which
Potato quality.
Either way, not good.
Not
All right.
good. Oh, what? God damn it! What a picture!
Woo.
I'm actually
Damn.
blown away by the
super
picture.
crisp, clean drinking, malty with a balanced top profile. Very solid
Yeah.
Kolsch indeed.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I love that glass. I don't
Yeah,
want to make fun of
That
it.
glass is nice unless you grew up in a religious household, and then it's obviously some Egyptian.
Brewed until
Science.
something in Asheville.
Oh, of course, it's that Asheville.
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that.
I don't know
Yeah,
why I
Yeah,
didn't
that
see
makes
that.
total sense.
Because you got lost in the
I
thing.
did.
Soldier Boy kisses girl, leaves behind a tragic world. We get it, Montague. Thank you for following our Twitter.
Pushing that Twitter hard tonight.
Pushing it. Look at his tag friends, though. Hold on. He has an eclectic group of tag friends. He has one from LinkedIn on the far left, a wedding group that got.
I also
drunk
love
somewhere.
the couch that we all had in the 90s. I like that. He
I didn't
still
even
has
see
it.
that. I did
I
not
played
even
I
see
played
that.
a lot of Sega Genesis on that couch right there, I'll tell you.
God, I think we grew up differently. I did a lot of different things on that couch, but yeah, Sega was fun too.
Look, Daniel, you can't fuck the couch all the time. Is that what you were talking about? No?
Pretty close.
All right.
That's
Pretty close. We all had.
That's
dogs.
it. That's it for Untappd.
I am so lost right now. And I don't want to be found.
Tiffany's thrown off
I
tonight.
do not need to know what is happening.
All right.
I'm good.
Okay. We have one portion of the show left.
We
It's
do.
not rocket science. Everyone's thought about it all week.
I have.
We have great answers.
I 100%.
All short answers that won't take 10 minutes apiece.
We have time.
No, we don't. All right. So, for those of you watching the show, maybe for the first time, or again, if you drink as much as we do, you forgot this portion existed. This is the portion where we take a second to reflect on something that we wish wasn't whatever the fuck that was. You know what I wish?
Sorry to everyone's ears.
Yeah, I apologize,
The
doctors,
coasters
with the
stuck,
stethoscopes.
it's stuck to my beer.
How's your earbuds now, motherfucker?
I'll
Ow!
just hold it.
This is the portion of the show where we take a minute to reflect on something we wish was beer instead of what it actually is. For Tiffany, it's a litany of things. For me, it's always the same. For Phil, it's whatever's going on in his life. But yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Go
So
ahead,
then
Phil.
you go with your
No, Phil, you go first. I'm tired of this game.
Well, I'm gonna open up this oatmeal milk stout that I got from Finkel and Garf. And I'm gonna find out if this
Oh, I like Pickle
bats.
and Garf.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out if it bats while I talk about what I wish was beer. So, it's very dark.
It
It's
is a
mixing
stout.
well with the IPA. So, speaking of TikTok, this week I have a personal TikTok which I barely ever post on and just kind of throw some garbage up there. And this week the algorithm played into my favor, and one of my videos went viral, and in Seattle. So all of a sudden I had so the first comment came in and it was some guy being real mean. And I was just like, oh,
Now,
like,
here we go again.
that's humbling. And then all of a sudden everyone came in and was very nice, and now it's still blowing up and I'm laughing hysterically because I've been posting videos online, I think, since Daniel, I think you and I were in college,
100%.
and nothing ever gets any attention. So I've started posting where I'm like, no one watches, no one cares. But of course, one blows up, and now everyone's like, oh, you said this wrong. You said this wrong. And it's like,
What?
"Jeez, just leave me alone."
What, what was the
Right.
video?
Pay attention to Phil's TikTok, man. I'm all over it.
See what I mean? No one watches my TikTok.
Oh, I watch it, Phil.
Not even my friends. So I wish that TikTok was beer because I get how beer works. I get what's popular. I understand it. I understand, things taste better out of a bat. I get that. TikTok, I do not understand.
100 fucking percent.
Do we?
We're gonna go to Gabriel's next because it's too important.
I wish my marriage was beer. Then the yeast would have a positive impact on the flavor.
Gabriel's on fire tonight.
Gabriel's on fire.
He has
Literally,
been
I
waiting
think
for
he's
this
peeing
show.
fire now.
Again, he has been waiting all week for this show. He's been writing this shit all week. You, me, Tiffany, we just show up every week. Gabriel's been plotting, planning. He's like, I tell you what I'm going to say. I know the Wish You a Beer thing is coming up. Got it. Tell you what else I'm going to do. Got it. There was a moment this week where Gabriel licked a pencil and then wrote something funny down. And that was it.
Wrote it in my journal.
Wrote it in my journal. I thought it was really funny.
If y'all want to see Gabriel in person, he's going to be on our show in a few weeks.
Yes, we are. That's going to be a blast.
All right. By the way,
I'll
this
go next
beer,
'cause I assume-
absolutely, that's.
I'm going to go next because I assume Tiffany's is long-winded based off of what I know about her as a person and life in general. Like not in a
words.
positive way.
No, I don't think that was positive. But to make that a trivia question, was that a positive? True.
We're back.
I don't know if the screen.
We're
just
back
went
and we came
blank for
You
everyone.
came?
together
Oh,
and
that
we
was
came
quick.
back better people.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna go first because Tiffany's is more important than mine.
There we
I actually just wish beer collaborations were beer because again we have one coming up with Tradition and it was such a fucking blast and just hanging out and getting to know people. If I could do that every day, like I do with beer, it'd
That's
be
just
way
hard
cooler.
work.
God,
It's
we'd
not
have so
work.
many more shirts.
God, can you imagine the shirt scale we'd be working
Think
on?
about how many shirts, like our
We got a
current
Hoover
shirt that's
Dam.
available for Tradition's release.
A Hoover Dam of shirts. Our shirts would create so much electricity. All right, continue. Go. You.
All right.
So I'm gonna try and make this a little bit more simple. I wish stress was beer because this week would have been lit.
Batted.
It would have batted. Let's just run down the list of things that happened.
This week.
Just starting today, my identity was stolen.
Dear diary, my identity was stolen today.
Yeah. My work was like, hey, we just got an unemployment claim from you and you're still employed, right? And I was like, God, I hope so. So then I had to deal with the IRS and all the other things that came with that. Yesterday, I thought I had to go to the doctor's to get my earring removed because my ear was swollen because I hit it on Saturday at Busch Gardens.
With Kevin and Abby from
But it was like super mad at me. It's apparently better. I can touch it again. I also had to go to 3 open houses yesterday. I have 2 children. I had to go to 3 open houses.
with 2 children.
Well, I actually had 3 children, but one was not mine.
Oh.
But anyway, it was like driving all over the place, starting from like 3 until I got home, like 7?
Yeah.
At open houses. And let me tell you,
Not a fan.
there's a lot of people. I got really like stressed out over it. And that's all. I mean, I'm sure there's more, but
So much more,
work.
which we're going to talk about later.
No, but there's just a lot. So I stress. I just feel stressed with beer.
Really important. Before we're done with Wish You Were Beer,
Oh yeah, look at this blank
you
can.
see this baby?
What is going on here?
You come out next Friday.
Oh,
So this is a
you got it without the label, huh?
well. So this is a low fill. So
Knowing your local brewer and getting the low fills is key.
So this is not quite carved up as much as the finished product because it's a low fill, but low fills are where the money is because you can have a beer.
Drink it right in front of me. Can't even
right
have
in
it.
front of you.
Ah,
Daniel Dar just rubbing it in.
yeah, I'm gonna cancel that shirt order for you.
So again, next Friday.
It's yummy.
It's
That
delicious.
is
It smells
exciting.
delicious. It looks delicious.
It's more than a 4 though.
Oh yeah. If you try this beer and you show up and try this beer and you don't give it a 5 out of context, I will fucking find you.
Yeah,
I am so good at the internet.
So once again,
I am not. Please help me on Twitter.
When the Dortmunder came out, all of our friends were there, and everyone gave it a 5 because they knew it was our beer and because they knew that we would hate them. The same thing applies.
By the way, at around 64 check-ins of our Dortmunder, we're still above a 4.
Yes, true story.
I mean, it was a delicious beer, regardless.
And that was a 10 barrel. This one is
15.
Came out almost a 15 barrel because I got baptized by the other half barrel.
He tried to take a bath in the beer
To make it funkier. Yeah, makes sense.
It's 14 and some change.
14 and some change barrels
Poured a lot on the floor.
for my homies.
Yeah.
Steve's drinking a lot of beer right now. Oh, nope.
All right.
I will be signing beers again. Hold on. Yes.
Tiffany will be signing beers.
I will drink enough of these beers that I will be signing beers. I'm going to bring my own Sharpie this time.
I'll be leaving early. Tiffany will be signing beers.
It's
It'll
gonna
be a regular release event for us.
Yeah.
And look, if you get the shirt, she'll sign the shirt. So
The shirt.
Yeah.
She will sign the shirt.
Yes.
shirt.
Shirt.
What?
Very important.
All right. What are we drinking next week?
I have not.
So come to tradition next Friday,
we're having
not
beer
tomorrow.
Mammoth.
Following Friday.
Mammoth is next week.
Yeah.
Not the woolly mammoth. They are working on bringing.
I
that
do
back.
enjoy that though.
We are drinking Minaret.
I don't know.
Minaret?
We haven't got clarity yet from the brewery, but
I'll
we're gonna
Google
go
it.
with Minaret Maibach.
Yeah.
From Mammoth Brewing, and we're excited for that show too because
They're gonna be here.
we've already reached out to them, so we'll have potentially the owner and the head brewer on the episode with us. So it should be fun.
Yeah. So please come back next week to make us look like we're popular. Are we begging for people now?
100%. We
Always.
should have been doing that from the
We
start.
always need that.
We really should. That'd be great. So come ask questions. They're out of Mammoth, California.
I don't know what he just said.
Sorry,
Am
keep
I
on.
cutting out?
No. You said something. I'll bring it up later.
Oh no, what'd I say?
Yeah. Mark 1 hour and 2 minutes because you said come ass. I just want to make that known. You meant to say come ask, but you said come ask.
Come ask.
And then you paused and then kept going. I just want to make sure that gets noted.
God, that's not what I want to go viral for on TikTok.
Whole new shirt.
Did we find out what are we making this shirt this
Yeah,
week?
it's obviously come ass.
No.
God.
Put that on the shirt.
All right.
Oh, this shit's off the
That being
rocker.
said, we'll be back with another live show next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna have Mammoth Brewing on. Make sure you like.
Not now. Not that they've seen that.
Yeah, they're gonna be on. Make sure you join us every Thursday. Please follow social medias. Make sure you like, subscribe, all the bells, whistles. If you like this episode, you're a sick bastard, and we hope to see you next weekend. Wait,
Come ass.
Bye.